What's up, Mego fans? Good morning. This is M.I.B. Master Museum coming at you again with another cool Mego review. Guys, we're gonna be talking a little Mego history. And what I mean by Mego history, we're gonna go back when Mego packaged their Megos a certain way, their action figures a certain way. Believe it or not, they started out selling their Megos similar to this, in boxes. But the boxes were completely covered. There was no window box. They didn't exist. This was brought on by public demand and store owners getting extremely angry that customers, because they couldn't see what was inside the box, because you just had a full box with the artwork on it. They were taking the figures out of the boxes and damaging the boxes. The store owners didn't like that. They weren't going to go for that. So the window box was designed. Mego stayed in constant contact and connection with their retailers. This is how the Kresge cart was formed, because the stores wanted the figures to be posed a certain way as far as, product wise, on different cards and stuff. They wanted it to sell a certain way. So Mego was very helpful in that regard, about really trying to keep their retailers happy. And this is another example of Mego reaching out to their retailers and listening to them and saying, you know what, we'll design something that'll keep the customers happy and it'll keep the retailers happy. And this is how we'll get in on it. The window box was formed, and I thought the window box was cool. Never owned a window box Mego when I was a kid growing up, but Figures Toy Company has brought these beautiful box designs back to the public's eye. And it just is super cool. As a collector, you can't lose. You get your cake and you can eat it too. Superman. It's really cool boxes. Let's take Superman for instance. Let's bring him to the forefront. Here's the box art that was when it was just a full box. This is how the front and the back of the box looked. So you just had to assume that Superman was in there. And this drove customers and kids crazy. And I assume if I was a kid back in the early 70s, in a store, a Kitty City, Gaylords, or a couple of my favorite stores, and I saw something like this. I saw Superman, this big yellow bright box. Chances are I want to open him up and I want to see the figure. I want to see the toy. Well, now you can. There's a great side art. You can look right in on Superman. Let's get right in on him. These window boxes have been out for Figures Toy Company, I want to say since December, somewhere around there. They started to produce them, bring them out. January, I say somewhere around there, December or January. They've been out for a while now. They pretty much have all the figures, for the most part, in window boxes. I picked out I always go for the most popular ones. So Joker, Riddler. I haven't gotten those guys yet because I have so many variations of these guys. So I said I wanted the window boxes to, and I'll go back and get those guys. But these are Superman. These are the ones I really wanted. Great shot. That iconic S. Really cool. Let's get Aquaman here. Really cool. Let's turn him around. Check the back of his box out there. Great box art. The original box art from the original window boxes that Mego produced, you know, nearly 40 years ago. So painstakingly done, beautifully crafted. Figures Toy Company is just, they have pushed the envelope. They are raising the bar. Any other analogy you can come up with, they are doing it. They're doing a great job. You say, well, why do you have two Robins? Well, for one, I'm a big Robin fan, but this is Robin with the painted on mask. He came with the painted on mask, and they had a Robin with the removable mask. So I said, man, I gotta get both of them. I mean, I don't want to get the painted on mask Robin and not get the removable mask Robin. So I'll purchase both of them and call it a day. And that's what we did. And that's Robin. Because once again, as a kid growing up, Batman and Robin, special place in my heart. Love these guys. Okay, Batman doesn't act like he wants to stand by himself. Stand up, Batman. Stand up, Batman. All right, Batman. I'm going to hold you then. Here you go. Here's our Batman. Let's check his box art out. Great shot there. Great shot. Beautifully done. Beautifully crafted. There you go. He's standing by himself. A lot of people don't like the head sculpt of this Batman. This is the only Batman head sculpt that I knew as a child growing up in the 70s. So the head sculpt is beautiful for me. I love it. It's iconic, as that emblem on his chest is iconic. Beautifully, beautifully done. Mego spared no expense designing this Batman. Everything is down to a T, to, you know, exact specifications of the Mego Batman that was produced back in the 1970s. Phenomenal. Beautiful. He's getting a little more face time. He's getting a little more face time because, you know, I'm just a huge Batman fan. So bear with me, guys. Okay. This is why I can never get out of my my collection room, because I'm down here looking at these guys and checking them out. And, you know, there's so many of them. I lose myself in my collection room. All right, though. I digress. Here we go. Okay. See, I'm about to have a major issue here. Let's see if he'll get caught by it. All right, we'll go to the other Batman. Vinyl cape Batman. Remember I told you about the quality control in the 1970s. These different factories that were making the Megos for Mego. They used what they had back then. It just so happens a lot of the vinyl capes came out of that product, that process, I should say. This is the removable cowl Batman. Get in there. I didn't own a removable cowl Batman in the 1970s. I didn't know he existed, primarily because I was a kid and I had no control over the purchasing of my Megos. So, but when I went out to the kiddie cities, the gay lords, the children's palaces, and different places, I didn't see the removable cowl Batman, because I'm sure if I would have, I probably would have pointed him out to my parents and said, "Hey, can I have him?" But he is phenomenal. He's so cool. I had to get him in the window box, style. We saw him on the large Kretzky card, my Emerald City Kretzky card, limited edition, removable cowl Batman. They have him in another version, on a first appearance version, that we'll be doing a review on as well. We did a couple first appearances reviews a few days ago. So this guy, like I said, the Batmans, they get more face time because I love Batman. I'm sorry, guys. Let's turn his box art. His box art is identical to the other Batman's box art. The only difference is he is a removable cowl and vinyl cape Batman. So there's Figures Toy Company. And I like the fact that Figures Toy Company, they tell you up front, these are beautiful renditions of the old Megos. They are replicas, they are reproductions, and Figures Toy Company, they don't hide that fact, which they shouldn't, because it's it's really paying homage to Mego. It's giving Mego respect. The quality of these figures are phenomenal. And yes, they look just like the Megos. They are the Megos. But Figures Toy Company definitely pay their respects to Mego. And they could have slapped Mego's logo on there and their logo, but they didn't want to do that, because that's, Mego didn't create this. This was Figures Toy Company, and at the same time, Figures Toy Company understands that these are reproductions, and they want the consumers, the collectors, to understand that, which is fine by me. Any collector that grew up, like in the 1970s, they understand that. I'm a mint in box person. Everything I own in the M.I.B. Master Museum is mint in box. I don't have any loose figures. So you say, well, how come you don't have any vintage Megos or vintage G.I. Joes? Because I would probably wind up having like 1 or 2 Megos and maybe 1 or 2 G.I. Joes, because of the fact that I have to have them in pristine condition. They couldn't be loose. They would have to be in their actual boxes. Everything. That's just, call it an illness, guys. I know I've been called crazy and stuff. I get it, but so this is why it works out beautiful for me, the way Figures Toy Company is redoing all these figures and putting them in these beautiful boxes on these beautiful cards, and the same with G.I. Joe. So because I want what was from the 60s and 70s, but I want it to look brand new, and I can have my cake and eat it too. And guys, I like cake, so this works out perfect for me. But that's why, to answer, somebody wanted to know how come I didn't have I didn't carry any loose figures. That's why, guys. Just point blank, just that simple. It has to be pristine. Here's our removable mask Robin. How cool is that? I'm gonna get you real close in on here. Can I get you a good shot? We try to go all in and get that the close-ups here. Sorry for the glare. His window box is extremely clean and clear. There's Robin. You can take his mask off, revealing Dick Grayson himself. Here's the oven mitts. Look down in there, standing up. These guys weren't bolted in. They didn't have fasteners on them. This is how the actual window box figures came in the 1970s. So Figures Toy Company wanted to stay true to everything about these figures from the 1970s in these window boxes. And that's, turn him around. Cool Robin. Put him back over here. Guys, if you have any questions or concerns, something you might not understand, by all means, please leave it in the comment section, in the comment box right underneath this video. And we would love to hear from you. This is just a sample size of what M.I.B. Master Museum will be bringing you guys in the future, in the very, 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 very near future. We are excited. Guys, we're not pulling no punches. You asked for it, we're bringing it. You have something you would like to see, guess what? You're gonna see it. Definitely, we want to give some shout outs in the upcoming episodes. A quick shout out to one of our subscribers. His name is Brad. What's up, Brad? And thanks for the love and support, brother, that you've been giving us. And we're gonna be doing some request videos for you. I believe in some of the comments that you left a few days ago, we talked about the Aquaman versus the Great White Shark. Well, guess what, Brad? We're going to be bringing that to you real soon, very soon, and we'll do a real cool review on that for you. And thanks for the love and support again, man. We definitely really appreciate it. And this is how we do it. We're going to show love to our subscribers, because without the subscribers, we can't be who we are and where we are. So this is we're all having fun together, and it's real cool. It's a cool time and place right now to be a Mego collector, or just a collector. It's just a really fun time to be a collector. They have a ton of stuff coming out. The retro situation is just reached a fever pitch. So guys, thank you again. We appreciate all the love and support. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Please like and subscribe if you found this video to be helpful, insightful, and entertaining. And we just wanted to bring some of your old buddies from the 1970s, Megos, to visit you guys today. and say hi. So we'll give him one last Aquaman, Superman. There's Robin, what's up? There's Batman, removable cowl, Batman, and removable mask, Robin. And from everybody at M.I.B. Master Museum, thank you, God bless, and as always, keep collecting.